Hey guys, welcome to the channel Dit Commando. My name's Ryan. I'm a former Royal Marines Commando from the United Kingdom, and today we're going to be reacting to the US Army Ranger School. It's titled The Toughest Combat Course in the World. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that statement. It's a pretty bold statement to say that you are the toughest combat course in the world. I know for sure that the US Army Rangers are, hell of a guys, all right, and they're definitely among the best in the world. However, is it the toughest combat course in the world? I was told the same thing when I went through training as a Royal Marine. I guess we all are, right? Let me know in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good job, McGraw. Glad to see you.
Go, get up here.
Okay, the walking lunges there. Yeah, you got to do it with a smile on your face. Okay, so, this is not really being too specific. They're just showing some of the hard stuff that they get up to. This is not too dissimilar to pretty much every infantry branch of most militaries around the world, okay? You do the horrible stuff, you do the garbage stuff, you're getting wet, muddy, miserable, and you're getting thrashed until you can't take it no more. That's pretty much standard in the infantry. Yeah, there's a female there lifting the geezer. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so it looks like they're just getting thrashed. So this won't be all the way through training, guys. It's specific times in training that these occurrences happen, and it's done for a very specific teaching reason, all right? One, it's obviously to get you fit and robust for the environments in which you'll be operating in, but normally it's to learn something, okay? And this is definitely not how it's going to start, so it's a little bit out of context for showing you the entire course, I think, but it looks pretty tough, that's for sure. Oh, duck walking. No, I thought we were going to do a duck walk there, I was going to say. There we go, there we go. Right, these things, duck walks, if you haven't done them, don't try them. They're horrendous, especially when the body's fatigued. We normally found that most of our injured guys literally got injured through this thing here. I think they do them few and far between now in the military for that reason. They just cause so much unnecessary stress and injury on the knee area. I just think it's not a pointless exercise by any stretch of the imagination. They work, but use them wisely, guys, all right? These things do damage people.
Roll right. On your feet.
Don't hold the Ranger. Do not hold him. Let's go. You are taking up way too much of my time. You are on the wheels of progress. Literally holding up an entire company. Get up. Come back. Get him up.
Okay, does anyone know actually what part of training this is? Anyone watching this want to drop a comment below, enlighten me as to what part of training this is? It looks almost like a selection course to get in the US Army Ranger School. I might be wrong, but this is stuff that I'm familiar with, and it definitely looks like a prerequisite to get into the training for that. It doesn't look like this is, you know, training per se. It looks like an entry test, so to speak.
Ranger down. Ranger down. Train them quick. Get up there. And do the exercise. Hold. Slide. Throw it out. Hold. Hurry up. Get up on top of the wall. Back. Go back.
Let's go. Waste of time.
Get off the wall.
Get off the wall.
Hurry up. Out of the pit.
Out of the pit.
Ranger.
Stop. Rangers, keep your back straight, eyes on the prize. Lunge. Do the exercise quick. You understand?
Yeah, so she looks pretty strong, man. She's still here amidst all of this kind of physical and mental pressure. So, you know, props to her. There's one thing about females that we underestimate, that we all know, but we underestimate, is their ability to withstand pain. You know, the pain threshold in females is a lot higher than males, whether we like to admit that or not. It's a evolutionary and biological reason for that, you know, for the childbearing basically, and it's for childbirth. So they can put up with a lot of physical crap, females, you know. So props to them, anyone who gets through this kind of training, because it is hard. It's hard for men. Men feel this all the time. Okay, going on a 12-miler road march. Okay, pretty standard stuff that you'd expect them to be doing. Using headlights as well, so it's obviously a training phase, a very early on training phase. I'd imagine if this was later on in training, I'd imagine they wouldn't be using headlights. It's not tactical and it doesn't give good practice, so this is definitely looks like a pre-selection course. There's a lot of people there. there's a lot of people. It would be interesting to know how much they're actually carrying in that Bergen. 2 hands on the weapon, that's what we like to see. Jogging it in if you can. Nice. Sprinting it in. To be fair, whenever I was carrying weight in the Marines, whenever we broke into a slow jog with weight on our backs, because I'm quite small compared to most of the guys, and now I'm 5'9", 10-ish, carrying that kind of weight, believe it or not, jogging is probably easier for us short guys, because, you know, it means we can keep up with the pack. Our step is quite short, or mine was anyway, so running was easier than walking, actually.
Sticks up. Hold him up.
Prepare for airborne jump. Okay, so this is the cool stuff they're getting involved in. This is what you want to do. This is what you're joining up the military to do at the end of the day. Do all of this cool stuff. Again, I'd love to know how much actual weight is in there. Normally paratroopers carry a lot of weight.
It looks so bad because like you're all there by yourself.
Doing all the checks, getting ready to go. Some of those guys are going to be nervous as well, trust me. Some of those guys are going to be real nervous. Might even be the first time some of these guys have jumped. So they're going to be going through their drills in the head at this point. Oh, come on, we're not even going to see a jump? You got to be kidding me. Oh, well. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, guys. Okay, so let's see how you guys patrol in the ranges. This should be their bread and butter, as we say in the United Kingdom. This is the nitty-gritty of what they do as a job. Out in the front line, often behind enemy lines, whether that's via land, sea or air insertion. Normally it would be by air insertion, I'd imagine. Again, guys, so what I'm looking at here is arguably, you know, a fantastic outfit of men and women. However, believe it or not, what I'm watching here is not too dissimilar from, you know, me watching the Royal Marines or the Army or, you know, the RAF regiment in the British military. It's just a uniform difference. Skills and drills will differ slightly, but the mission at hand, the training is all very similar. All right, I've seen it all, and yeah, there's differences and stuff with aggression, differences with tactics to a degree, but you know, it's the same stuff. If I'm honest, nothing's really standing out any different at the moment.
You're on the line right here. One.
Bravo team from left.
Two. Hey, need one more over there to help me.
All right, hey, gun team. All right, now push forward. Steady.
7 minutes.
Get doing either a dead check. Yeah, it looked like a dead check, to be fair.
Gold, one rifle, M4 with magazine.
9 minutes.
You got smoke. Move back.
Right, let's rewind that back here. So you see this Bergen here, or his rucksack as you'd call. Look at all of this dangling down. Don't know what's going on there, but that stuff needs to be tied away, stored away big time, you know. That's whatever it is that can be stored away. That needs to be tied away big time. In the Marines, we would get absolutely frag grenaded for that. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. Again, I'm not here to give any negativity to an outfit that I don't know nothing of. I'm just here to give you my honest experience from being in the Royal Marines Commandos, you know, the Britain's finest. And these little things here I'm looking at, these are the things that I think, actually, that's what makes you look good, or that's what makes you look bad. And that's standing out to me. Okay, good drills for rear man then. LMG gunner as well, or saw, as you would say. Pretty similar to what we would do, to be fair. Get the heavy weapon pointing to the rear, providing rear defense before you move off. It's pretty similar stuff, guys, from what we do.
My BA8. That way I can start making scrapbook. That's all we're out here doing, is helping scrapbook. Should be good stuff. Have great.
Contact front, take cover. Should be getting an immediate reactionary fire now. So that should be an initial loads of fire to suppress the enemy. Okay, troops, I think we've seen all we can on that. US Army Ranger School, the toughest combat course in the world. That video doesn't do it too much justice, all right? And I'll explain a few reasons here. The footage is clearly amateur footage, and it's taken from different parts of training. What I do like about it is, and I like this a lot, they're not trying through fancy editing and music to make it look better than what it is. They're just showing you how it is, how it really is, and it's actually looks quite different without music and without some fancy editing. I respect these guys a lot, all right, Rangers. I've read up a bit on them, and in the Royal Marines, everyone knows who a US Army Ranger is, okay? Trust me, these guys are renowned throughout the world for being elite fighting machines. So thank you for your service if you've served in the US Army Rangers specifically today. Okay, guys. A few things that I'll mention, though. The military, everyone says they're the best. Everyone has the best military in the world. If you see in the comments below, we are the best for this reason, for that reason. We kicked your ass in this war. We beat you in this war. Listen, I'm going to here to expel the myths, okay? It's got nothing to do with militaries per se. It's about the individual on the day. Now, you can be part of the best fighting unit the world has ever seen. If you, as an individual, haven't got what it takes, haven't got the bottle, haven't got the willpower to be able to see it through, then you're not an effective member of the team. That team is therefore not an effective team within the set, within the company, the troop, yada, yada, yada. So, who's the best military? Is this the toughest combat course in the world? Definitely among the toughest combat courses to pass in the world. But on any given day, anyone is beatable. That's my take on it. Let me know in the chat if you agree or disagree. You know, we all have to have that attitude in the military that we are the best, and it's there for a reason, okay? But what I'm saying today in that footage, not too dissimilar from the training that I did in the Royal Marines. Just a different uniform, different accent, that's all. Okay, guys? So it's all pretty much the same, give or take. But let me know what you think in the comments. Drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next video, troops. Peace.